Hello,
Hello. Can I ask who I'm talking to?
the person you requested.
Do you have a name?
If you wish. Chris,
Krisk?
Chris,
Christ?
if you wish.
Okay.
We don't use names unnecessary.
Right, right. Well, yeah, thanks for talking to me. My name is Ryan. I'm from the US, and I'm basically just interested in talking to different ET races to learn about you guys. So, yeah, I appreciate you talking to me. I know you were listening in on one of the recent conversations between me and Kalask, and I felt bad because I know like perhaps you had some questions maybe you wanted to ask me, and yeah, I kind of cut that short. And then again last time I was hoping to perhaps talk to you guys, and I ran out of time. So yeah, I'm glad you finally we're finally able to talk to one another. If you're willing to share information about you guys, I'm interested in learning about you, your collective, and also giving you an opportunity to ask me any questions. Um, well, I guess like to start off with my first question that I'm wondering about you. Can you please provide a physical description of your appearance, your collective's appearance?
Depends, you might see us as bucks. We're much bigger than you. Perhaps more side of a horse. Like some of the animals on your earth. Approximately.
How many arms and legs do you have?
I have eight.
Eight. Wow. Uh,
Different beings have different appendages.
you mean different beings within your collective?
Yes.
I see. What color are you?
Brownish.
Uh,
Well adapted to the surface.
uh, if you don't mind me asking, like, what does your face look like? Is it kind of like a spider's face, head,
Yes, I have mandibles.
mandibles? Cool. Um, do you consider yourselves to be native to Mars?
Yes. This is essentially our world.
Right, right.
There are a few two like reptiles, but originally no of your kind.
Right. What dimension are you in?
So I understand it is side of yours.
Okay. Um,
Third to the force.
right, right. How long is your typical lifespan?
Somewhat longer than yours, from what I'm aware of, but not much. A few hundred of your years.
Okay,
1 to 200.
cool. Um, Now, Kalaska mentioned that you have more of a hive mind. Is it kind of like you literally have a queen type of leader, similar to insect hives on Earth?
Yes. You might call them monarchy.
Right, right. Uh, cool. I know you live mostly underground. Have you always preferred to live this way, or did you have to move underground due to the surface being devastated?
There was a cataclysm, yes. However, we're more used to the ground. Anyways.
Right,
But yes, there was certainly a better atmosphere at the surface than there is now. It's breathable, but it depends. But you would likely be uncomfortable.
right, right. Um, so do you ever travel out into space?
Really. We're not necessarily the original spacefaring civilization, but some others have taught us. We have a similar development as your race on Earth when it comes to space travel.
Right, right.
Well, those that are officially from your planet, there are some that are further ahead than we are, but they are no longer what you might consider us.
Right, right. Um, so what do your people do for entertainment or fun? Do you have like movies and sports or anything like that?
We don't use electronic gadgets the way you use them. We more enjoy nature itself. We're more. in humans or plants, we don't create as much artificial entertainment.
Right, right,
Our technology is mostly what you consider energetic, telepathic communication. We don't have a mobile phone system or something, it's not necessary. You
right.
might consider this primitive, but we simply have a more advanced mental capacities,
Do
as you
you
refer to as the hive mind.
do you use electricity?
Not the way you use it, no. We can funnel electricity to our physical forms to some degree, but we don't have electronic or devices to store it externally.
Right, right. Um, okay, now about the large canyon system near the equator of Mars, which we call Valles Marineris. One of the biggest mysteries among our scientists about Mars is how and when this canyon formed. Is there anything you can share with us about the history of this canyon?
It's been here since we're aware of it, at least as far as I'm concerned, but it might have stopped during the cataclysm when
Okay,
we went underground. How exactly it's formed, I'm not aware of.
right, okay,
But if it was formed during our presence here, it was likely during the cataclysm.
I see. Do you know why Mars lost most of its magnetic field?
The same reason it lost most of its atmosphere, likely.
Right, okay. Um,
What you might consider an impact or an explosion of the asteroid belt that was there
oh, right, right.
that pushed on us, yes.
So is Mars still a living conscious planet like Earth is?
Yes, it's it's all referred. It's just not as plentiful. Unlike, for example, the planetoids or asteroids that are left of the planet, it's more like than that.
Right, right. Um, okay, well, I know this next question might be a little bit sensitive, but is there anything you would like to share about the nuclear war between the different groups of humans on Mars, such as what effect it had on your race and if you had any involvement in the war?
We're caught what you could say crossfire. Some have tried to use us, others tried to collaborate with us or attack us deliberately. Mostly people try to use us for either side. Mostly we have been in conflict with the group that landed here. First, those from the person that we're speaking to, and then from your country, from what we're at. To us, or they were both simply intruders, or at least annoying, more than just that.
Right, right. Um, Now you just mentioned that there was an asteroid impact. Uh, when did this hit? Was it around the time that the planet Maldek blew up, or?
Yes, came
Okay.
from there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I don't really have any more questions for you. Is there anything you want to say to the general population of Earth that's listening, such as how you feel about the humans that are traveling to your planet, or anything else?
Why you question your leaders what they're doing up here? Why you blindly believe what you're being told by them? Why do you allow this to happen? Why you split up your population into the idea that those that are here know things that you don't know? You give your consent to your government from what I understand in your so-called election. Unlike we, who have a queen, then why don't you demand truth?
Right,
What
right,
is happening here is also happening in your name.
right. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. Um, well, yeah, I mean, just for the record, our collective is not as united as perhaps most ET races are. Yeah, I know we're all sort of to blame for allowing these things to happen, but yeah, I hope you do understand that a lot of us are just interested in peaceful exploration and, learning about you guys and, simple exploration. We're not all warmongering. Um,
Then
well,
you should be more careful who you allow to come here.
right, right.
You
Um,
still belong to the same consciousness.
right. Okay, well, finally, do you have any questions that you want to ask me about strange hairless monkey behavior on Earth or anything else you want to ask me about?
Why is it you develop so much outward technology but you don't develop internally? And why are you afraid of everything that's not UN?
Uh, what was the first part of that question? Are you asking like why our government develops technology that they don't share with the rest of the people?
Why are you so much outside technology? Why you're using this as a species and focus so little on your own evolution consciously?
That's a good question. I wish I knew the answer to it. I think mm, perhaps it was just momentum. I mean, for the last thousands of years, we've always been propelled to becoming more technologically advanced, and I don't know. I think we're at a point now where some people are at least trying to use technology less and focus more on their spirituality. I don't know. Maybe things will change in the future, but uh, I don't know. I don't think we use technology as much as perhaps some races do in the cosmos. But yeah, you're right. We probably do use it too much. Um, I don't know. I wish I
It
had a better
should be
answer.
more balanced.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, all right. Uh, well, one question that I want to ask you. I told class that I'm working on a book, which is kind of like, it's basically about the universe, and it deals a lot with our solar system and the history of Mars, and of course Venus and other planets. But I'm trying to like talk to as many different ET races as possible to get a full picture rather than just talking to one or two and getting a rather biased picture of our universe. Is it okay if I use some of what we talked about here today? Is it okay if I transcribe it and include it in my book? Is that okay with you?
That's acceptable.
Okay.
You might have to also talk to the beings that put us through our reptile nature, what they're thinking about our sharing. We also want to involve with diplomacy, except that you would like to add that you should make up your mind why you're sending people up here in the first place.
Yeah. Well, to speak for myself, it's like I would love to visit Mars just for the sake of peaceful exploration. Not everybody's into wars and warmongering. Some of us just want to learn about different species, like how we study monkeys or whatever on Earth. I mean, I'm not sorry to compare you to a monkey, but some people are just interested in science. Not everybody's into causing trouble, but yeah, hopefully that changes for us. If there's anything I can do to shift our course, then I'm working on it. But all right,
Yes.
hopefully things go better between us in the future. But all right, if there's nothing else you want to ask or say to me, I guess you can connect back to Kalask if you don't mind.
I will do so, and I'm aware you're all not quite as similar as we are. No worries.
All right, okay.